All Faith Pavilion on the south side of Chicago was supposed to be a place where 77-year-old Ivory Jackson was going to spend the rest of his life as an Alzheimer's patient.
I put my father in his nursing home under the assumption is that he was going to get the love and the care that he needed.
Russell Smith could no longer take care of his stepfather, so he put him in a nursing home. But no one predicted that Jackson would die so soon in such a violent way.
My understanding is this. My father was placed in a room with an individual after he had returned back to the facility. And this person that he was in the room with assaulted him, okay, early in the morning, and he assaulted him with the clock. And he inflicted massive wounds and damages to my father around the facial area and in the brain area and so forth.
Jackson died from his injuries less than a month later. His roommate, the man who is accused of killing Jackson, was 50 years old and had a history of aggression and, quote, altered mental status, unquote, according to the state nursing home inspector's report. The roommate pled not guilty to first-degree murder and after a psychiatric review was ruled unfit to stand trial and now lives in a state mental hospital.
If they are violent, you don't want to put them in a situation or in an environment where other individuals who are less violent or have less tendencies to sit back down there and perpetrate those type of tendencies. Why would you want to do that? Because now you're leashing out this, this population on these people who are basically going to feed on them. Not because of they want to do this, it's because of the fact that their defects and their illnesses are going to make them go and do those types of things.
Nationwide research done by the Associated Press shows that nearly 125,000 young and middle-aged adults with serious mental illness lived in a U.S. nursing home last year. That's a 41% increase from 2002. Spokespeople for the nursing home industry say safety is a top priority when accepting new residents.
Above and beyond anything, our first concern is always safety and security of the residents and staff who are with us at the time. So if someone presents themselves and they're not really appropriate for that setting, that would not be someone that we would be admitting to our home.
Smith says he wasn't aware of what kind of roommate his father was living with, and he fears that more families are in the same situation.
And unless they tell you, you really don't know, okay, what's basically going on. It's what's going on with patients, what type of patients that they, because I think that most people when they go to it, when they put a person in a nursing home, after they initially go there to do their own research and evaluation, they assume that everything is going to be okay.
All Faith Pavilion ownership says their staff is trained to deal with aggressive behavior, and they dispute the state's finding that Jackson's roommate had a history of aggression. The nursing home was fined $32,500 for failing to prevent the assault. Mark Carlson, The Associated Press, Chicago.